How the hell did I end up here? Why? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody money, and my family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fat ransom payout for me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete, and I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on his earth. Well, I guess that's debatable. At least, if I was, I didn't know it yet. Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group's server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yes. Man, what? What? But it's just that one time. And she was the one who went after me. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. Oh, hold on a second. You cannot just continue and just brush that off as something normal in your day life. Can you tell me more about that? If there was a reason I'd be abducted and put in the Nonary Game, I sure couldn't see it. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. The memories were still a little blurry, but they were there. December 25, 2028, early morning, California desert. The moon was beautiful. I just finished writing a paper due that day, and was heading to my car from the research building. Ah, the moon. Ow! The parking lot was empty, and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. I love the moon. The last time I looked at the clock, it had said it was 2 in the morning, which meant that today was Christmas Day. So, why was I at school, typing away feverishly on Christmas? Yeah, that is a good question. Granted, I did have a lot of studies to do in my holidays, but right on Christmas Day? Really, man? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting the stupid thing, so I headed back to the campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. I mean, seriously? I guess. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. Oh, well, that's sad. I'm sorry to hear that, Sigma. I'm sorry. I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. All I got was that one. All I got was that one cold email. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we'd been planning on going to. Somehow, I didn't think drinking myself around a bunch of happy couples would be a really good idea. No siree. At any rate, I stayed up all night to finish my paper, and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper. Or perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I chugged to stay awake. Perhaps it was both. I slid into my car and stuck the key into the ignition after only 2 tries. I twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh? I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. And again. And again. And again. And again. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise, like metal on metal, and fell silent. And the boom! God damn it! You stupid piece of shit. I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... Huh? What? What the hell is this? Why is my car smoking? I clawed at the door, and for a moment I thought that it was just my panic and lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Shit! Open, goddammit! What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rear-view mirror, but I was certain. There was someone behind my car. I spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. Who's there? My vision started to swim as the smoke-filled car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. The last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways onto the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with 5. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we need to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, and headed off. Well, I cannot say that I know everyone's location, but I'm hoping that we will be able to talk to everyone in the process, so let's go to the infirmary. See who's there, and also see what we can find there. So, Alice, you're here. This is the infirmary, huh?
Oh, Sigma.
Alice?
What's up with your face? You look like you just saw a roach. Are you still angry?
Well, of course. I'm teetering on the brink of the abyss thanks to you.
I didn't have a choice. I'm just trying to get out of here like we all are.
And that's enough to justify screwing someone else over.
That's not what I meant, and you know it. If I'd known for sure that you were going to choose ally, then I would have chosen ally too.
Well, no offense, but I think you know better than anyone that it is a bit hard to digest that, since we don't know each other. Don't know if you truly mean that or not now, and I wish I do, but what you're saying here is contradicting with the way you talked before. I mean, you did say that in order to maximize our victory we would have to choose betray. And those who think otherwise are a bunch of idiots. And you did ask us why we did something so stupid as choose ally. So,
Easy for you to say that now.
I mean, one thing I want to say is that choosing betrayal may be the rational thing to do, but it won't help you in the long run if you decide to betray someone who may end up being vengeful, to say the least. Luckily, Sigma here isn't, but don't be surprised if somebody is gonna choose to betray you because of this when you will decide to go with ally instead.
What? Am I such a horrible person for wanting to get out of here? I have to get out of here. There's so many things I still want to do.
Like what?
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes. I want to eat tons of delicious food and fall in love.
What an idiot.
Excuse me?
And I was going to take your side, but after that load of horse shit, you're on your own.
Ugh. Look. Let me try this again. I'm frustrated. But there really is something important I have to do.
Which is?
Avenge my father's murder. That's what I have to do.
Avenge your father's murder, you say? What happened to him? Could you elaborate on that?
No, I couldn't. This isn't the kind of thing I should be telling people I don't even know.
Fine. Just tell me one thing. Does your father's murder have anything to do with us being trapped here?
I have no idea. As to why you're here, your guess is as good as mine. But it's possible that his death is connected to my abduction.
Meaning?
I was on their trail. I was tracking down the people who killed him.
How close were you?
I can't say. But it's possible that I was getting close enough that they decided something had to be done with me.
Are you a detective?
Well, I wouldn't really say I'm a detective. Not a bad guess, though. Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Well, you think that such information wouldn't make us raise an eyebrow and try to register what you said to us? Well, I mean, you don't really have the detective look.
I didn't say I was a detective.
Then what are you? CIA?
No.
Fine. Well, whatever you are, you don't look like one.
That's fine. In my line of work, the less I look like what I am, the better. Better I keep him guessing.
Hey, what's the deal with you and Clover?
What's she got to do with anything?
Well, you know each other, right? I was thinking maybe you were related or worked together or something.
No. She has nothing to do with my work. She's just a friend that I met somewhere.
Somewhere... where? Where's somewhere?
In the middle of a desert.
You know, out of all the things that we have been told today, I tend to find that the most believable for some reason. The middle of the desert, you say? And what were you doing in the middle of the desert back then? Were you working for someone in the desert? Was there somebody else there besides Clover that you met? A desert?
Yes. But that's an awfully long story.
A long story which I will be glad to hear, Alice.
Wait, hold on. Why am I the only person getting the 3rd degree?
Well, I wonder.
That doesn't seem fair to me. How about you guys give up a little personal information, too? We'll start with you, Tenmyouji. Who are you?
Just a garbage collector.
Any ties to Zero?
None.
What's your relationship with Quark? You two know each other, right?
Do I have to answer that?
Pretty please.
Well, if you really don't want to, it's not like I can force you.
No. And I apologize, but I don't have anything to say about that subject. I mean, it's not like you told us everything either.
True.
I see. Very well, then. Dio, it's your turn. What's your profession?
Well, you're probably gonna think I'm full of shit, but I'm a circus ringleader.
Nah, you're full of shit. I mean, there's no way. Your clothes are telling me that you are a circus ringleader. A ringleader?
You're kidding.
Nope, I'm the real deal. I lead a company of about 50 people. We travel all over the world. It was my grandfather's grandfather who founded it, but my father died at a young age. I'm a 5th-generation ringleader. My old man was a trapeze artist. He tried to do this quadruple flip and missed. Well, I guess he wasn't really young. He was about 40. Still, he was pretty reckless for a guy that age. Always talking about how he couldn't let the kids show him up. Guess he just took it too far.
I see. You lost your father too, then?
Yeah. Shit. Guess I got a little sappy there.
It's fine. I mean, don't be ashamed to tell us about yourself.
Anyway, point is, I don't have any damn idea how I'm connected to Zero. I got grabbed on the last night of one of our tour stops. I'd gone out to a couple bars and gotten shit-faced. On my way back to the caravan, this black van pulls up. Somebody grabs me and throws me inside. Before I can even get a look at them, they hit me with that gas and I'm out like a light. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the AB room. Anyway, enough about me. We still haven't heard your story, Sigma. Who are you?
I told you guys the first time we met. Don't you remember? I was on my way home from school when I got into my car, this white gas started pouring out of everywhere.
Are you some kind of doctor?
Huh? No, I'm still working on my degree. I'm shooting for a PhD, but I'm not quite there yet.
I guess you've been working on that for quite a while, huh?
Yeah, I guess I have.
Can you think of anything that might connect you to any of this?
Oh, believe me. I thought about it, but I just keep drawing a blank. Unless we're talking about that one chick he banged one day. But other than that, I don't know.
What about Zero?
No idea.
Do any of the people here look familiar to you?
Nope. You're all strangers. Total strangers. Well, I guess I can already say for sure about K, since I haven't seen his face. I suppose it's possible he is someone I know.
Just who is he anyway?
Until that amnesia clears up, I don't think we got any way of knowing.
Oh, come on. You know he's full of shit.
You still don't believe him?
Of course not.
Okay, well, K is a bit of a mystery, but what about some of the others? Clover, for instance. What does she do?
I think she's a student. At night, she's a waitress or a bartender or something.
Huh. So, you think that's why she's dressed up like Pebbles from the Flintstones? What about Quark? Oh. You mean Quarky? Oh, I guess he probably doesn't really have a job, huh? He's still in elementary school, right? Why is that funny?
It's nothing.
I mean, you do seem to have something in mind, given that response, don't you?
Just forget about it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Boy his age would be in elementary school.
You really don't know much, do you? About Quark, I mean.
And if it makes you feel better, sure.
Well, I know a little about Luna. I got her talking when we were in the infirmary. She says she's got some sort of medical license or something.
She's a nurse?
It could mean she's a doctor.
I don't know, she didn't say. Just going by how she looks, though, I'd guess nurse.
That leaves us with Phi. She's the most mysterious to me. What does a girl like that do?
You've been around her the most, Sigma. She told you anything?
Look, I just don't know, alright? It's just kind of there. Like, I looked at you, and some part of my brain just said, that's Sigma.
No, nothing in particular. I mean, she can jump good, but other than that, I couldn't tell you zilch.
You sure?
Yeah. She's a real mystery, alright. I honestly know about as much as you do. So, basically nothing. I hadn't really realized it until I said it. I'd spent hours with Phi, and yet I knew nothing about her except her name, and I only had her word that even that was the truth. Who was she really? The more I thought about it, the more suspicious she seemed. A fake detective, a waitress, a garbage collector, elementary school kid, a nurse, a circus ringleader. Plus 2 total mysteries. What do we all have in common? I don't think Zero would just grab a bunch of people randomly.
There's no point to talking about this. We should just focus on getting out of here.
I agree.
Well, I'm gonna go check on the others then.
Where do you plan on going?
Let's go to the lounge. I was thinking maybe the lounge.
I see. Right. Later, bro.
Okay. I headed out of the infirmary. Alright, well. See you later, guys. And good thing that we don't go to the infirmary and then time is over. We can still go to the other places as well, which is good.
Oh, hey, Sigma.
Hey, Defy. Luna,
Can I get you a seat?
are you some kind of waitress?
What do you want?
Just wanted to check the lounge and talk to you guys. What do you mean, what do I want? Just came here to check up on you guys. So, this is the lounge, huh? A bar. A sofa. You know, what with the crew quarters and this particular place, it really feels like we are in a submarine, given the design of this place. I don't know. And 3 ladies. I feel like I'm in a VIP room.
Can I get you a drink?
Oh, I don't think that drinking Jack Daniels or Hennessy is gonna be beneficial in these situations. Maybe some juice. Better not be underage.
I turned 21 just the other day.
I see. 21. Huh, okay. That makes it 2 or 3 years since we last met each other. I guess we could probably have a drink or two, then. Unfortunately, as much fun as that sounds like, I don't think it's a very good idea.
Why not?
Well, this is really a good time to be getting wasted.
Really?
Really. Trust me. I talk from experience. Drinking in near-death experiences is never a good thing to do. Not to mention that I don't drink anymore. But I still do enjoy breaking the bottles, like I always do. Yoink!
It seems like this sort of thing is exactly what makes people want to drink in the first place.
Yeah, you got a point.
Sigma?
I'm just kidding. Besides, I got a headache. Drinking is probably not the best plan.
It hasn't gone away yet?
Well, it was fine for a while, but now I guess the bastard's back.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm sure if I just leave it alone, it'll go away in a bit. That's how it went before, anyway. Has this been happening to anyone else?
What? The headaches?
Uh-huh.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I did get one a bit ago. I feel fine now, though.
What about you, Luna?
You know, I think I did have a bit of a headache earlier. Not me. No headaches here. Well...
Well, what?
It's hard to explain. I just feel kind of weird.
You know, I did notice this. You do have like some sort of tattoo on your cheek there, Clover. Like that of a Clover, it seems. That's very cute.
Your head feels weird? No. My body feels weird. Like my whole body.
Do you feel kind of numb? I think I got the same thing. It's kind of like... like when you fall asleep on top of one of your arms. Ugh. That is never a good thing. One time it took me more than 10 minutes for my arm to not feel numb anymore. It's like having spaghetti arms. And then you wake up, that arm kind of feels like it's not really yours anymore. I mean, I guess there's one advantage to that. You can do the spaghetti dance. It's just not my arm, though. My whole body feels kind of numb and foreign.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like that, but...
Oh, if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I know what you mean.
Really?
It's kind of like my body isn't really mine. I'm sort of floating. Like that?
Yeah, exactly.
maybe it's because of the anesthetic gas.
The what now?
It might have looked like white smoke. The stuff they used when they abducted you.
Oh, yeah. Right.
It seems like we were unconscious for a long time, so it must have been pretty powerful stuff.
You think this might be some kind of side effect?
Well, it could be a side effect, or it could be that it just hasn't worn off completely yet.
Whatever. That's not important. Right now we need to figure out how to get out of here.
Alright. I'll go have a look somewhere else then. You guys going to stick around here?
Yeah. Haven't really taken a good look at everything yet.
Okay. Catch you later then. I will goodbye and head toward the exit. Where to next? There was only one other place I hadn't gone. Oh, that would be the crew quarters. I do know that Five surely ain't happy about our pick in the AB room, but I hope that won't impede our future cooperation.
Oh, Sigma.
Yo! K-Man! Quarky! What's up?
Perfect timing.
You were in the crew quarters before, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. Alice and I went through all the rooms.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like a secret door or something?
If I had, you really think I wouldn't have told you?
Anything else out of the ordinary, perhaps?
Out of the ordinary.
What's this book?
Yeah, well... I guess maybe you can help me solve this problem over here, Quark, K. I mean, while we went and solved our own escape game, I noticed that there were some things that we didn't even use to get out of here. Like, for example, this book, or like the beds with human silhouettes, like being torn in different areas. Like, maybe you can help me understand that, because I don't really know what the point is of those two. Huh? Oh, that's a book on meowed cats.
A meowed?
Oh, sorry. It's just this thing that's happened to me ever since I was a kid. Whenever I start talking about cats, I start talking like one. It doesn't really mean anything, though.
Okay.
That's weird.
But it does seem that Kay over here seems to enjoy the idea. That, or at the very least, he's really surprised about it. I mean, look at him. What?
So what's the cat book about?
Oh. There's this quantum physics thought experiment called Schrödinger's cat. This book talks about it.
Oh, yes, I've heard about that. A cat is put in a box with a device that has a random chance to release a poison which will kill the cat. That means the cat is both alive and dead until someone opens the box. Something like that, right?
Meowby?
What?
I don't really know anything about it. I'm just telling you what Fight told me.
So it probably isn't gonna give us any hints then.
I wouldn't really say that. I mean, it didn't help us at all in escaping the quarters. It was just there. So there has to be some explanation for it being there. Maybe something beyond just escaping the room. Like, for example, it could help us understand what is going on behind the scenes.
Quark, you're doing it too.
Yeah, it is pretty infectious, I'm telling you.
Oops.
Well, what about you guys?
What do you mean?
You checked out the lounge with Clover and Tenmyouji, and Quark was in the infirmary with you and Luna. Anything suspicious?
Well, this whole facility is pretty suspicious, but I suppose that's not what you meant. Well, the puzzles in the lounge were lunar eclipse themed.
A lunar eclipse?
Yes.
Lunar eclipse themed. Well, I'm pretty sure you all noticed that some of the stuff in this Nonary game had a astronomy feel to them. Like the passcodes for the safes involving sun, moon, and star symbols. And we had to use sun cards to get into the AB rooms. But I wonder why. What will be the meaning of this in the context of this game? This whole sun, moon, and star symbols.
Apparently, there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse on December 31st, 2028.
Huh. So, you could say that maybe today is December 31st? I mean, sheesh. If that were the case, then this is like the shittiest Happy New Year celebration I ever had.
All the puzzles were related to that somehow.
Is that this New Year's Eve?
I suppose it is. Well, I can't say I know what year, or even what day it is, but Clover was saying something to that effect.
31st, huh? I've been knocked out at dawn on the 25th, on the 25th. So the 21st would be 6 days after that. Sheesh. So not only do we have like the shittiest Christmas ever, but we also have the shittiest New Year celebration ever, like I said. Two things, one after the other. So, and I thought that I had a pretty shitty Christmas, like the last few years.